Actually been some pretty interesting gaming news recently, and instead of repeating the same basic information everybody already knows, I want to talk about the newer details people are starting to notice. Let's get right into it. Starting with Assassin's Creed Black Flag Remake. One of the more important new reports is that Ubisoft is apparently rebuilding the game using the newer version of the Anvil engine. That's the same technology connected to Assassin's Creed Shadows. And that matters because it's not just about graphics looking sharper. People are saying the lighting, weather, water physics, and even the cities themselves are being redesigned to feel more alive and realistic. Apparently, Ubisoft Singapore has also been helping with the naval side of the game. That's the studio that worked on Skull and Bones. So there's a lot of talk right now that the ship combat and ocean systems could end up being much more advanced than the original Black Flag. Another thing insiders have been mentioning is that certain cities like Havana and Nassau may actually be expanded instead of copied exactly from the OIM. So there could be new interiors, larger areas to explore, and updated mission layouts. And honestly, it sounds like Ubisoft is treating this as way more than a simple remaster. Now moving on to 007 First Light. One of the newer details people are talking about is the engine technology behind the game. IO Interactive is reportedly using an upgraded version of the Glacier engine from the Hitman games, but modified for larger cinematic missions and more advanced AI behavior. And from what developers have been saying, they really want the game to feel like you're playing through an actual spy movie instead of just another action game. It reacts differently depending on how suspicious Bond acts during missions. So if you're blending into a casino or a party, guards slowly become more aware instead of immediately attacking you. Another interesting thing is that conversations may actually affect missions in major ways. Some reports are saying dialogue choices can change how objectives play out later in the level. So it sounds like they're pushing the social stealth part of the game much harder than people expected. Now, Crimson Desert. A lot of attention recently has been going toward the game's BlackSpace engine, because people are realizing how technically advanced some of the systems are. Developers have talked about how weather, lighting, wind, water, and environmental effects all interact with each other in real time. So during storms, visibility can change, clothing reacts to wind differently, and even combat can feel different depending on the environment around you. Another thing people noticed recently is how smooth the world transitions are. The game streams huge areas without constant loading screens, which is becoming one of the most talked about technical achievements connected to the game. And players have also found hints of unreleased areas and future content hidden in game files, which has people thinking Pearl Abyss already has major expansions planned. Now, Lego Batman. One of the biggest rumors right now is that TT Games could be switching to Unreal Engine 5 instead of using their older Lego engine technology. And if that's true, it could be a massive upgrade for the series. People are expecting much better lighting, smoother performance, larger open areas, and more detailed environments than older LEGO games had. There's also been growing talk that Warner Bros. Is increasing focus on Batman games again overall, and some insiders think this new LEGO Batman project could be revealed sooner than expected. And finally, the biggest gaming story happening right now is still GTA 6. At this point, it genuinely sounds like the entire industry is planning around Rockstar. Reports keep coming out saying publishers are trying to avoid releasing games anywhere near GTA 6 because they know it's going to completely dominate attention when it launches. And another thing people are discussing more recently is Rockstar's upgraded Rage 9 engine. Apparently, the goal is to create a world where NPCs react more naturally, remember events longer, and make the city feel more alive than anything they've done before. So right now, between GTA 6, the Switch 2, Black Flag Remake, 007, Crimson Desert, and everything else coming, the next year or two in gaming could end up being absolutely huge. If you made it this far into the video, you already know gaming is about to become absolutely insane over the next few years. So if you love gaming news, hidden details, leaks, rumors, insider reports, make sure to absolutely destroy that like button and subscribe to the channel.